does the men Mondays. So he went in. Okay, you're about to mess up my whole Instagram. Thank you, sunshine. Hey, girl. Hey. So he went in on Monday. He was actually talking about setting the tone with the husbands. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even, I know some of the stuff he was going to talk about. I was just like he's helping me out. I was just helping him out, right? And he talked about some juicy stuff. Hey, Instagram hubbies. So he killed it. He talked about, are you done, babe? Mm-hmm. So the TV thing didn't work. Do you want to change it? I guess just go back to the other stuff. So he killed it, right? He talked about setting the tone. So wives, get your husbands to go to my husband's and rewatch or just watch what he discussed, because it was so good that I'm like, you really saying all this, babe? You're really talking about this? It was just amazing. So I said, you know what? Why not back it up with women keeping it spicy, right? Why not back it up with us women? There go, I clean my lens. I look fresh. Oh, women keeping it spicy. And one of the things I want to say, which is a disclaimer for the ladies, keeping it spicy is not only talking about sex. I want y'all to get this clear, because I was talking about with my mom earlier about different ideas and things, and she was like, it doesn't always have to be. And I said, it's not just about sex. It's not. What up? Y'all know already. I shout my people out. My boy Siren in the building. What's up? I see you turning up with Marky Mark. But listen, so it's not just about the sex. Wives, spice it up in every aspect. So y'all know, I love to get into it. I love to get real. This is why I know, like, God put us in this calling, because y'all know, if you know me, you know me. I keeps it 100. I keeps it real. I keeps it raw. Sometimes too honest, too raw, right? And it's okay, because it is what it is. But the main thing that I want to, get into, because y'all know we go straight to it. If y'all watch my husband's live, he went straight to it. So let's talk about it. Before we were married and now. That's a good one. Before we were married and now. So we like to get feedback from our friends. We like to get feedback from our family, from everybody. And if you ever guys have comments, concerns, something, let us know. And I'm grateful, because some of the ideas came through, and something that was amazing was discussing the before the marriage, right? And it got into talking about some of the things us wives do before we get married, some of the things us wives do when we're dating. And same thing goes for the men. Don't get it twisted. Same thing goes for the men. Same thing goes for the husbands. However, we're not talking about the husbands. We're not talking about the men. We're not bashing. We're not doing any of that. We're talking about us. So, one big thing that I know is huge when it comes to marriage is a lot of people have this idea that just because you're married, that everything goes downhill. The romance, the love, the affection, the intimacy, the sex. And it's not true. It can slightly go. Let's be real, because a lot of people feel, okay, we married, I got them, I don't really got to do much. But one of the things my husband talked about is continue to chase your wife. And I'm going to sit here and say, continue to chase your husband. Keeping it spicy, right? Keeping it spicy. Some of us, I get right straight to the rawness. I got to move this, babe, because it's not coming out that straight on your computer, like sideways, It's like weird. Some of us, let me move this. There it goes. It should be cool. Okay, so some of us, when we were dating, used to wear the lingerie. Bam, right into it. Like, some of us now don't even have a sexy lingerie outfit for our husbands anymore. Like, what's going on? And I be straight. Like, I was like, man, this is a good one. Because a lot of us wives, when we were dating, before, we were always, getting sexy. We were always, turning him on and trying to make sure, I have on, the sexier tights, or, the booty popping, jeans. That was me. That was me. The fly little, what is it, the bustier thing, and the lingerie, all this sexy stuff when we were dating. And I don't even think fiance status, but let's just say dating. And then what happens is we get married and we just think we don't got to get sexy anymore. We just think we don't have to, throw on those nice little booty pants anymore. And the little yoga pants, as my husband calls them. He hates when, stop calling me, babe. I'm going to call him out every single time. Hey, babe. So, keep it going. And if you don't have it today, listen, Valentine's Day is coming up. So, ladies, wives, Amazon Prime is amazing. Pick out something really, really sexy that you would have wore 10 years ago when y'all was together, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever years ago, and surprise him. Keep it spicy. So the point of this, the topic is keeping it spicy, right? Keeping it spicy. Surprise him. He probably does not expect you to ever probably throw on that sexy lingerie you had when you was, 25. Probably won't expect it, won't even consider it. So surprise him, keep it spicy, keep it going. And one of the biggest things that, I remember when I was younger, my grandmother used to always tell me, what you won't do, the next one will. Sure did. I said it. It's real. And I'm not giving the excuse for the man, the husband, to go outside of your marriage. But my grandmother used to always tell me this craziness. She used to tell me a lot of things, and I never understood because I wasn't married. I was just dating, chilling. And she would always say, what you don't do, the next one will. What you're not showing, the next woman will. And I used to be like, what is she talking about? Or you guys see so many cases where the husband went and, got a younger lady. Now, I'm going to go to that point because keeping it spicy. Why do us women, wives, think they went to the younger one? Because they were keeping it spicy for your husband that you did not keep spicy. The lingerie that you wore the first time you dated, guess what she's doing? She's wearing it because she's trying to take him. Or if maybe not take him, maybe just mess with him. Maybe just get some from him. But she's doing what we did. So keep it spicy. And of course, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm not saying that if you're not gonna keep it spicy, it's okay for the husband to go and creep. No, that's not what I'm saying, because that's technically adultery and that's a sin, right? I'm not saying that. So I don't like this camera, babe. It makes me look not the cutest from your tablet. I gotta look like this. So that's my biggest thing, keeping it sexy, keeping it spicy. Just what you were doing, I have on here when you were dating. That's a big deal, Are you the one that maybe it wasn't the lingerie? Maybe, you were the one that massaged him on the weekends when he came home from work and the dinner was ready. Because, you knew his favorite dish. Or you used to say, hey, babe, let's meet at this restaurant and do date night. And now you don't even call him. Now barely on lunchtime you guys talk. It's the small things that I wanted to mention. It's not just about the sex, right? It's not just about that. However, the three biggest things in marriage, is finances, sexual, and communication. They are. Like, if you look up facts and statistics, and a lot of the stuff that people have been asking and talking to us about with, comments, concerns, and complaints is these things: communication, finances, and sexual, right? Intimacy. You know what I mean? So what you did when you were dating, I know one of the biggest things, like for me, and I saw this in one of my pastors, which we're going to talk about it another time into detail, is 5 compliments a day. 5 compliments a day. Right? 5 compliments a day. Think about it. How many of us when we dated, yeah, I read it, babe. I got it. I read fashion over. How many of us, used to, in the mornings, the dude would text, good morning, beautiful. And then we'd be like, hey, sexy, or hey, handsome, or hey, or, we'll call him and, hey, let's link up and let's do lunch. And that's another thing, wives, it doesn't always have to be the man, right? It doesn't always have to be the husbands that has to be the come for lunch, come on, babe, come here, come there. It doesn't always have to be the husband. Wives, we can keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. Do spontaneous. If he comes home one day from work, you knew he had a hard day, guess what? Make the dinner. If the kids aren't home, show up. When he shows up, have the bathrobe and nothing else on underneath. Keep it spicy, or a sexy little shirt or something. I don't know. Something that you're keeping it spicy. He's loving it that you're keeping it spicy. What's up? What's up, girl? Can't wait to see you, sis. So just keeping it spicy, because we don't, as wives, want to become the boring wife. We don't, as wives, want to become the complaining wives. We don't, as wives, want to become the Debbie Downer wife. We want to be the cool, loving, caring, faithful, spontaneous wife that used to be the girlfriend. Y'all remember them days? We were the girlfriend. Remember when you was his girlfriend? Do y'all remember when y'all was your husband's girlfriend? Think about it. I try my best, and I'm going to tell y'all about me, because I always keep it straight up. I was the girlfriend that, because I always have my own business, I can have different schedules, so I would go to the job and have the lunch with him. I was that girlfriend. So I still try every now and then to, hey, babe, let's do a lunch date. When you take a break on Friday or Thursday, let's meet up at, the pizza spot. We used to do Longhorn. We haven't done it in a while, but he told me the other day, let's do a date to Longhorn. It's been years. We used to do Longhorn like every other Friday or something. That's how real it was. Like, for real. Be the girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? What when you were dating. And of course, and I'm going to be straight, ladies, wives. If you were the wife that always, especially when it comes to like the bedroom, if you were always the one that was very spicy, spontaneous, and then now you don't even look at him, remember what we did. Keep it spicy, keep it spontaneous. Don't go from the 20 lingeries to now you don't even have one. Okay, things like that. So talking about things in the bedroom, and one of my things that I wrote, and we want to be straightforward with, is of course when it comes to like intimacy, wives, when y'all dated, y'all probably used to wake him up giving him some head, and just like that, straightforward, she's gonna say it. I'm not gonna, the lollipop, microphone, like, no, we are adults, we're grown. My husband is over here like, you're crazy, but guess what? Come on. You was the girlfriend that he probably went to work to talk to his homeboys about you. Like, yo, this shorty, I'm dating. We went to the club or I don't know, went out, or I don't know, whatever. And man, when I woke up, she went crazy. She was, doing this and doing that, and he going to work talking about you. Come on, wives. Don't act like I'm the only one. Because I used to call him like, hey, babe, what's up? He'd be like, man, I could tell he was smiling on the phone like, babe, we went out the other day and, just telling my boy. And then I knew it, because when I would go to his job for the lunchtime, I told y'all, his boys would be looking at me funny. And I'm like, babe, did you tell them like we went out the other night, we turned up? Because they looking at me pretty hard through this jacket. Like, what's going on? Huh? You said what? Especially with the red hair. They used to be like, oh, that's her with the red hair, right? You know what I mean? So, come on. Like, we have to be realistic. And I know I use me a lot, because that's probably what my husband's trying to tell me. Like, you don't got to talk about you. Oh, well, this is the only example I have right now. I'm not going to call out my friends, But just being real. The girlfriend. What the girlfriend used to do. Now I'm not talking about the crazy stuff, because I left that alone. I'm not talking about the crazy. I'm talking about the dating, the romanticness, the togetherness, the fun stuff, the spontaneous stuff, the just doing different things, right? And then of course, I'm a big texter. My friends know I'm a big texter. If you were the texter, the girlfriend, I go back to this. I want all my wives that are listening in, if you're on live, if you're watching a replay, I want you all to think, how did I used to call and text him when we was dating? Keeping it spicy. And maybe some of us don't think that thinking of how you were is somehow now keeping it spicy. In a man's mind, it is keeping it spicy because you're doing what you did when he was dating and trying to get you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was getting into the texting, right? The sexy pics. Come on, y'all know when y'all used to go out with the girlfriends, you go to the bathroom with your girlfriend, or outside of the club or the lounge or the dinner or whatever, work, whatever, you send a cute picture to your husband, to the boyfriend. That's your husband. You send him a pic. I told one of my homegirls one time, I said, girl, do a little sexy booty pic. Do a little, y'all know the little art thing we be doing. Poke it out. Send it to your husband. Guess what? He was excited. He was like, oh, who this? Because the wife became the wife. The wife need to become the girlfriend. Y'all need to be the girlfriend. Y'all already know. You look through a single man's phone, you see the pictures, the booties, and I'm not saying we got to be like, explicit to the max. Like, you're not going to exploit yourself. But what I'm saying is the girlfriend did that. Right, you, the girlfriend, or even if it wasn't a booty cute pic, it could have been a cute face, the selfie, the cute, like, oh, I'm going out, babe, going out with the girls, maybe I see you later, or let's meet up afterwards, or whatever. Spontaneous, keeping it spicy. The calls, you might have called him after the club. Well, remember, I'm talking about before girlfriend time, which means I was in my 20s, so the club. Right? Call him, hey, what's up, babe? Hey, what you doing? Looking good, cute. Like, what you said. What were you doing? And then, of course, one of the biggest things is, the traveling. And listen, I know y'all probably thinking, I mean, travel like how, like we do like forever travel, we just love it. But what I'm saying is, once a year. Once a year. Once a year. Surprise him. Surprise him. I go back to the girlfriend. I was, and it's, yes, I am going to talk like about me. Like, I'm real. This is what it is. I was the girlfriend that for Brandon's birthday, I think it was one time, I surprised him and I was like, babe, we're going to Jamaica. Oh no, it was Cancun. And he was like, what? I said, yeah, next week or some couple weeks. I don't even know what I said. But I was like, we're going to Cancun. And then, of course, don't get it twisted because the next trip he paid, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to know how to work this magic. We have the magic. We wives are the magic, okay? So surprise him. It's nothing wrong with the wife surprising the husband. It's not always the husband. He didn't do it. He didn't surprise me. Hey, I'm going to step on someone's toes. Valentine's Day. It's not just about you getting a gift. Listen, don't play with me when it comes to Brandon. I do it all. Okay, chocolates, babe. You like the chocolate? Okay, I know his chocolates. This is the one he likes because he be tearing mine up. So I'm doing it for him too because at the end of the day, I'm the wife, he's the husband. I'm the queen, he's the king. We're here to serve and outserve each other. So it's not about, well, he didn't get me nothing for Valentine's Day. I'm not going to give him none. Oh, you're not giving him none? Yes, you're not going to give him sex. That's what you're saying? Ask your wife? Because he didn't get you candy or chocolates or whatever? But the girlfriend would have been like, oh, well, come over here, let me get some of that. Think about it. If you was that girlfriend that was funny, why you think you was left on Valentine's Day and he was not there and came the next day? Listen, God put me in a place that he got the right one, because I'm going to mention to my ladies, to my women, the realness, the raw of us ladies, us women. It is okay. It is okay for us. Shoot, I know some girl, I forgot where, I saw it somewhere on social media. She got her boo, her husband, I think it was, some flowers. She went to his job and took flowers to his job, and it was his birthday or something like that. And everybody was talking about her. But the boyfriend, husband, I think it was the husband, was actually like almost in tears, because he was like, wow, like she really brought me some flowers. Like on my birthday, she came to my job, like lunch. And it's just the thought of it. Where does it say that the husband can only be the one to provide these things? Keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. You know what I mean? And then kitchen. Let's talk about the kitchen. I'm not the chef, but guess what? There's days that I know my husband mentions to me, I had a rough day. It's been hard at work. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Maybe not all of us can do this, but why not have the meal done? Or take it a step further. The kids are asleep or nobody's home or something. Get nasty in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't, not into not with the food all over the place. Y'all got some dirty minds. I'm not talking about that. But, grab a little something. Hey, babe, here's the salad. Give him a little kiss. Feed him the fruit. Because then you going to be the fruit. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying? You feed him, he feeds you. So it's just keeping it spicy in the marriage. I promise y'all wives. I promise you ladies. I'm mainly talking to my wives, because I don't want no sexualness if you're not married yet. Y'all got to keep it together and get that ring. Because if you're doing all this and you're not married, that's probably why you're not getting the ring. Okay? Love y'all. But this is the facts. Because he's like, well, I got to wife her up if you're already doing it. Jen talking about wife and she doing it. And she don't even got a ring. So let's be honest, right? So what I'm saying is it's okay, right? It's okay for us to keep it spicy. I promise y'all, if you guys, matter of fact, go to our page and comment or leave us an email or something, contact us. If you decide to try some of these things that you did in the past, and it's okay if it's been years. It's okay if you're like, girl, I haven't sent him. I used to send him, the titty pic. Right? Maybe I did that. I don't know. Maybe he liked it. I don't know. Men are men. Let's be serious, right? They like all the crazy, dirty stuff, right? So you did it. And you do it again. Let's say you decide to do it because you're like, you know what? Let me spice it up. We home together. Spice it up. Why not? Email us. Contact us. Go to our page. I have it up here because I want to hear, positiveness. I want to hear success stories. Go to our page. Babe, what's our page?
Direct me.
I got it out here. Direct. What is it?
Direct me.
Direct.me /Barker Worldwide. Email us on there. Check out our link. Put some comments. Put some posts. If you need to, hey, send a date night picture, or hey Jen, we haven't gone fishing since we started dating and we're trying it again. I don't know, just keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. Spiciness it is what it is. It's spicy, it's hot. It's meant to be
He's outdoors,
to be hot. If you guys used to go hiking, cause let me tell you wives, let me tell you ladies, when we dated, this is what I wanted to talk about, is when we dated, we went on all dates. Not me and Brandon, I'm just saying in general, right? We as women, as the girlfriend. If you dated and went on dates, please put on here in the comments, you guys went on dates. Yes, look at you, my cousin. I still do all that. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking. This is why she's my cousin, though. Come on now, what did you expect? Family knows, right? We grew up in the same, family, and my grandmother spoke to us. And she's been married, cuz how many years have you been married? If you're still on, please put in the chat how many years you've been married. She said, I still do all that. Yes, keep it popping, right? I love it, because at the end of the day, like I was saying, when you dated, if this was the case, right? If this was the case, you guys went on different dates. You might have tried out the hiking. You might have tried out the movie theater, the football games, basketball games. You might have tried out the dinner at the parks, the lunch at the park. You might have tried all these different type of dates, right? So when was the last time those type of dates in your married life you have done? Because there's no reason why the dating should be absolute. There's no reason why that, you used to go on dates to the park and eat lunch and now you don't even have a date. 17 years. That's what I'm talking about. My cousin, she's been married 17 years to her amazing husband. He's an amazing father. I love them. Every weekend you guys go on dates. Yes, I love it. See, I love hearing stuff like that, because at the end of the day, we should always keep it spicy, keep it spontaneous. Cause give us some comments on, spiciness, like from the dating time to 17 years, because that's huge. Me and Brandon only been married 5 years. So hearing 17 years, she's still doing what she used to do. She still keeps it spicy. She does dates. And granted, wives, I get that some of us can't do every weekend dates because maybe the husband is working, maybe the kids, stuff like that. But listen, the number one thing in our lives, besides, of course, God, is your spouse. So you have to make time for your spouse. You have to, have to make time for your spouse. It doesn't matter if you work different shifts, make the time and sacrifice. It doesn't matter if you don't have a babysitter, figure it out. There's nights that we put them to bed early, give them the little gummy sleepy things, go to bed, night, if weekend or not, and we do movie night at home, Netflix and chill. Sometimes the Netflix gets skipped and we chilling. You know what I'm saying? So you have to put your spouse as priority. It needs to be number one in the things to do. Yes, I get there's work and this and that, but we have to be realistic. If we're putting work before our spouse time, this is why the spouse gets deleted, and this is why there's a lot of problems and arguments and fights and things like that. So we have to keep it spicy. And to be honest, if there is a conflict when it comes to scheduling or kids or this and that, that's even better to keep it more spicy. Shoot, he might be coming home at 7 a.m. You might be going to work at 9. Guess what y'all doing between 7 and 8? What you used to do when you was the girlfriend, you probably used to wake him up, giving him some and all that good stuff. Or if not, maybe shower together. Spice it up. And of course, I will say, if there is a situation where the marriage is not at its best right now, or you guys are just not agreeing, or you guys are just not into each other right now, which happens, just a journey, whatever the case may be, always go back to why you married this person. And I'm hoping it was because you love them, not just because of business or, obligation or nothing like that. Why did you marry this person? How did you fall in love with them? Why did you fall in love with them? You know what I mean? So think about this. And I understand that there's seasons that we go through, because trust me, and this is another night that we're both going to talk about it. There was a season that me and Brandon, y'all probably didn't even know it, we could not even be in the same room because we used to get on each other's nerves. So it happens, but it's what you do to get out of it. Because I was like, there's no way we about to be in the same household, in the same room, and you telling me because we're not happy with each other, I'm just not going to get none? No type of intimacy? We have to fix this. We're not doing this. This is not happening. I was the one that was saying I will go and, be with someone else. Because this is not going to work. But we worked through it. We talked and, we met with pastors and counselors and things like that, My cousin said, fun stuff. Really? What fun stuff? She said fun stuff. Dinners at home, yes. Check. Movies, check. Movie snacks in bed. Ooh. Look at that comment. She said movies / snacks in bed. So you know me, cousin. I'm thinking about what snacks in bed. What snacks in bed? You got both the snacks or both? The bringing in the snacks, watching the movies, keeping it spicy, or just hanging out. You don't always have to be all nasty with it. Like you could just literally just lay in the bed and just talk. That's also keeping it spicy because you're building that communication with your spouse. You're building that intimacy with your spouse. Brandon keeps saying the gun range. He loves it. I swear he should have, you want to become a hunter? She also said, sometimes go out. Yes, we are related. Call out sick and do things together. Oh, yes. What? Yes. She said, y'all don't know, my cousin's on my IG, so you guys don't see the comments on Facebook. But she said, call out sick. Fellas, well, y'all fellas shouldn't be on this call, but wives, if the husbands are on the call, every now and a blue, okay? Some of us, we have 3 weeks off vacation, 4 weeks off vacation in a year, even if it's a week off, or even if it's just PTO, or even if it's just not getting paid for one day to be with your spouse because maybe they're off, or maybe they're doing an errand, or maybe you just wake up. Like me, we've done it. Like, well, I'll tell him, like, hey babe, don't go to work today. It's all good. For one, you should already have at least 6 months of savings in your account to handle bills if anything was to not be there. So we're not going to get into the finance talk, but that shouldn't be a problem. I know some people say, well, I can't call off because I'm not getting paid in my check and this and this and that. That's when we got to get more into a financial savings situation that, we can talk at another time. But that should not be into effect when it comes to your marriage and spending that one day with your spouse, because the kids are at school. You're both dropping them off. We done took them both to school together. Like we taking these kids to school. Okay, and we might, like my cousin said, just do things together alone. Go to the park together. Go have breakfast. You do things that you be like, oh, when we didn't have these kids, we used to do all these things. Remember them days? Like you could say it to your spouse, like, remember them days, babe? We used to have no kids, no obligations, and we just hung out. Let's do this. That's keeping your relationship spicy. That's what I'm calling it, spicy. Spicy is not just the nakedness, okay? I love it. My cousin, I might have to pull them on a call one day. Her and her husband, put them on a live with us one night. Do surprises. We talked about the surprises. Go out. We talked about going out, having the dinners, doing the stuff that you would do, and just keep it hot, we working out. Oh, I didn't even write that one, babe. Good. Look at him. Look at God. Have my little partner working out. If some of y'all used to walk together, run together, go to classes together, yoga together. I don't know about y'all, wives, women, ladies. Working out with your spouse is pretty sexy. It can get kind of hot. Like, especially if you're at home working out. Listen, I'm going to put this on my Facebook one of these days. There's a workout that you could do with your spouse that it's like a very sexual, sexy, intimate workout. But it's with clothes. Like, it's really like working out, but it's like a real, like, to the max sexiness. And I was just like, man, I told Brandon, like, we would not get through 5 minutes of this workout because the way they working out, somebody having a baby. So, but it's nice because you see each other, you push each other, you encourage each other, you're complimenting each other. You're like, ooh, he look good over there. Oh, that's sexy. Oh, she bent over like that. Oh, and then next thing you know, y'all sweating and you boom working out, and it's like, man, this is cool. So if you did that before, and then you just don't work out together because now the time isn't there. You got the kids, you're doing different things. Hey, you got different things going on. Make sure to always implement that on your schedule. Like if, one of the biggest things our mentors always tell us is have a schedule. Have a schedule. So sit down with your spouse, Sunday, Mondays, put the schedule together. You know what, babe? It looks like we're both clear Wednesday night at, I don't care if it's 10 o'clock at night. Before we go to bed, let's do some push-ups and sit-ups together. Or let's do some mediation, right? I mean, meditation, put the schedule. It could be a day that you won't even realize you're home in the office and your husband is on the couch just watching TV. And that could have been the time you guys could have went for a walk together. You guys could have watched a short movie together. You guys could have had some Bible time together. You guys, just intimacy, just communication. And honestly, it's just even just sitting on the couch and just talking. Bringing that communication, bringing that love, that connection, that spice back with your spouse. It's a big, big deal, right? Working out, doing things around the house together. If you guys used to do like comedy clubs when you guys dated, why not? So I want us to ask ourselves, ask the women, ask the wives, are we taking the lead? Hey girl, hey. Are we taking the lead to also date our husbands? Like, if you are on here and you answer that, put it in the comments. Are we taking the lead, or even if you're watching a repeat, are we taking the lead as the wife to date our husband? That's one. Two, are you even dating your husband? Because just because you're married, it doesn't mean you should not be dating, hashtag keeping it spicy, with your husband. Like, for real, the number one thing shouldn't be going out with your girlfriends. It shouldn't be after work, let me go get a drink. Maybe if you're going to meet your husband, but it shouldn't be all the time. That's what I'm doing. Because at the same time, now as a wife, you're showing it to your husband where your priority is at, where your time is at. And now he's like, okay, well, she want to go have her drink all the time with her girlfriends. Well, you know what? I'm going to start doing me with my guys. Or I'm going to start just hanging out at the crib. Or I'm going to start, listen, social media is the devil right now with these crazy half-naked people on there. Going on there talking to people. Now you're leaving the temptation open. Now you're leaving the boredom open for your spouse. No. Call your spouse. Hey, babe, got out of work. Want to go get a drink? You want to meet me at the bar? Or you want to meet me at dinner? If they got the kids, bring the kids. You guys also can date with your kids. Not always, but you can still have dates with your kids. We tell our kids, listen, mommy and dad about to have a date. Y'all come in to eat, or we'll pick up some food. This is what it is. Because the kids are not going to stop me from dating my spouse, or from putting them first, or from keeping it spicy with them. And that's another thing. And I didn't even write it on here, but if you do have kids, talking to your kids about some of these things. Talking to them, being straight up. Like, mommy loves daddy. Mommy loves daddy. I'm going to go and give daddy some hugs and some kisses. Our kids see it. They know I don't play when it comes to daddy. Daddy comes in the house, first thing, with kisses. Kisses. Hey, babe. Everybody gets kisses, hugs. Very, about the person, attention to the person. I'm very intentional and adamant when it comes to my husband. That's keeping it spicy. You might not think it is. He might like it. He might have had a rough day. He comes home and you're at the door. Give him a kiss. That could be like, you might want to put some tongue in it too. I don't know. He might like it. One thing I do say that I know has been a nice, tip is, and this is also for my grandmother, have the house smelling good when he comes home from work. That simple. I don't care if it's the laundry running. I don't care if it's the Clorox you done spilled on the floor for it to smell good. I don't care what it is. He don't know. You could sprinkle an onion on the pan with some vegetables and have it smelling good with some oil. Boom. Smell like some good food. And I'm not the best chef, but I'm working on it. But I set it up. Like he said, setting up the tone, setting up the vibe. So keeping it spicy. Like for me, I make sure 9 out of 10 times I'm home because I work from home. I have my business from home. I can be home. I set up the spiciness. Like I make sure, smelling good. I'm working on my looking good, because sometimes I'm just like sweating the tea. I'm at home. It's cold. It's raining. Whatever. This is why I work from home. I got the privilege to do this. But sometimes my mother tells me, fix it up a little bit. You know, do the hair, do the, you know, makeup, and, you know, put some cute clothes and you know, spice it up. Spice it up. And I'm going to leave it with the funniest thing. I remember when me and Brandon, and I'm going to say, Brandon going to be like, what is she about to say? This is the funniest thing I did when we were dating. He probably don't remember this. Do you remember this? What I'm about to say? So we were dating. Listen up. I don't even think my mom knows about it. She on this call. You need to get off this call. We were dating, and you ladies ever seen on TV when they talk about a woman with a big coat or like a trench coat, and she has like something sexy underneath or like nothing on, and you ever like, man, that look fire, like she got the boots, you know, some of them are high or whatever. It probably sound like that movie Pretty Woman, right? I know that movie, wives, ladies. And you ever think like, man, that is hot, like I need to do something like that. So one time when we and Brenda was dating, I tried that. You remember? Went to his job. Wasn't even no. I didn't even tell him I was going. Spontaneous, surprised, keeping it spicy. We were dating, no kids at the time. And I showed up. He didn't know. I was just walking around with my jacket, my shoe, my heels. I was looking all cute. Everybody was like, "Oh, Brandon, who that?" You know, everybody knew. They knew about me because he was just always stalking me, right? And I was like, "Let's go eat, babe. Let's, you know, we leaving. Let's go somewhere." And then bam, like, you know, I showed out like, getting all cute, sexy. It was cool. And I'll do it again if I have to, you know, I'll do it again. Like, you know, get back fit and right, then, you know, it's cool. But just stuff like that, I'm pretty sure if I were to do it now, he'd probably be like, "Dang, babe, what's up?" You know, like then. But it goes to my point, keeping it spicy. You know, I did that at a dating stage. Why not now? And that's something I could think about too. Like, why not, Jen? Like, I gotta just, you don't need anything under, just a cute trench coat, right? Then I put on here talking sexy. You know, it doesn't always have to be so serious, ladies. Come on, wives. Even if you're at work, go to the bathroom. Change the tone up a little bit. Or like for me, using the compliments, using the, "Hey babe, how's lunch? How's it going?" You know, I could be going through the craziest situation at the house, but you know, "Hey, what's up?" You know, listen, just setting the tone, right? Like he said, keeping it spicy. Sometimes, y'all remember the dating one, the dating us. We might have called him while he was at work and said some craziness. Like, you know, you come home, you know what I want you to do and what you can't do. And you know what? You need to come on lunchtime. And you remember them talks? Y'all know them talks?
Anyway, go back for lunchtime.
Huh?
Lunchtime, stay at home.
You remember them talks? And guess what, ladies? If we haven't had them talks, if y'all have not had them type of talks with your spouse, we need you to try it. I'm going to give y'all the homework. If y'all have not tried it, try it. I promise you, he going to be like, who is this? Did you take my wife? Where'd she go? But they ain't going to like it. Because he's going to be like, "Oh, snap, I'm calling out. I'm leaving work. I'm not even coming back." What they say, Brandon said the other day, you might not even clock out because you don't know if you're returning back. That's when you know some good sexiness, spiciness going on. He didn't even come back to work. He done left since Thursday afternoon. Ain't come back since. It's already Tuesday. Where'd he at? Remember the sexy talk, right? "Hey, what you doing? What you got on?" Come on, wives. Y'all know y'all used to listen. If you didn't tell your husband, you didn't ask your husband what he was wearing sometimes, there's a problem. Because listen, you don't got nothing else, send me a pic. Y'all already know. Keep it spicy, keep it going, right? You just have it. Because if you did it at one point, he misses it. He just might not tell us that they miss it. Because they're not going to randomly be like, "Hey, babe, remember that time You used to call me sexy all the time. They're not going to tell us this because this is the husband, the man, the male. Come on now, they're not going to tell us this unless we ask them or unless they're really upset and pissed. Like, you don't do that no more. But that's us. They don't do that, right? They don't do that type of stuff, right? So they're not going to sit here and tell you all these things. So guess what you got to do? You got to bring it up. You got to do these things. You got to keep it hot and spicy. You got to keep it, intimate. You got to keep it fun. You got to keep it exciting. And I know the husband they're going to do their role too, but that's something that, that could be a men talk. You know what I'm saying? So you do the sexy talk. And it's okay. It is A-okay if you were not doing it now, but you used to do it. This is why I am here. This is why God probably told me, hey, Jen, I need you to be bold. Get on this live. Talk about some stuff that people don't want to talk about. Talk about some things that can help marriages come back alive. Talk about some things that can navigate through marriages. That's why we have our Instagram, marriage.p.o.r.n. Everything acronym, P-O-R-N, P.O.R.N. Go to our page. That's why we have this, because we want to navigate different marriages to different routes where there might have been stuck. You might not have a GPS to get to this one part of your husband. So we're here, God is speaking through us and bringing us here to be bold to share this, because maybe your girlfriend's not going to tell you. Maybe your girlfriend is not going to tell you, hey girl, I'm going to need you to go and get naked, shake it for him tomorrow night. Because you ain't shook it in 13 years. The vacations. I keep telling my peoples, take that trip with your husband. Take that weekend. You haven't taken a trip in 7 years with your spouse? 5 years? 3 years? 15 years? 25 years? You haven't what? Not even to I'm from Connecticut. So not even to New York for the weekend? A nice ass hotel? Get the top floor, look at the city? Get some views? Get spicy again? You haven't done what? Oh, but he done cheated 13 times. Don't get me going down that rabbit hole, because a lot of y'all be mad at me. And it's not okay, but we also, as a wife, have our role to do. It says it in the Bible. You don't withhold anything from your husband. So the vacations, get it together. I tell my people, I'll help you. I'll help you plan a nice budget-friendly trip. Y'all know I'm the traveler. Let me help you save this marriage. Like what? Vacation? 13 years? 7 years? 10 years? Nothing? And he's home all weekend? He got a week off and he's just on the couch? Going to go play pool with his friends? Keep it spicy, wives. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, listen. Y'all thought I was playing with this one tonight. And then I got the final and last one, which I thought this was good. Do the massages. Y'all remember them days you used to rub the feet? And if y'all wives never rub some husband's feet, that's a problem. Because they walk and provide and work hard for us all day. Once a week. At least. Or once every other week. Something. The toe. Rub is something. They tired. Rub the back. The scalp. I don't know. The hands. Rub their hands. You want their hands to be filling up on you? Massage it so it could be gentle and soft and feel good. Depending on what your spouse does, massage them. The lower back. I don't know. Take care of them. Because the more you take care of them, the more they're going to take care of you. Because they're going to be around longer. Do the massages. You did it before? Do it now. You never did it? Do it now. You're still doing it? Do it some more. So these are things that I wanted to get into because it's a big deal I see so every day must rub. Oh, every day! Son, I'm learning. I'm getting some skills because my cousin doesn't play. 17 years. She said 17 or 16. 17. 17 years. Date every weekend. Y'all need to take notes, okay? If you're not on my Instagram, take some notes. My Facebook people, my Instagram people from Brandon's. 17 years. Date every weekend, even if they're just home watching movies. Rubs every day. I'm pretty sure she might skip a day, but it's okay. Hey, it's at least 4 days out of 7, something. That is the notes I'm taking, because I agree. You listen, if you can do every day the massages, the rubs, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Time it. Shit, I don't care. Figure it out. You know? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. These are big deal breakers. And I'm not saying that, oh, my spouse is going to leave me because I'm not rubbing him. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we do have to always keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. We're not keeping it flowing. This is why, and it's so interesting, because you hear so many cases when it's like, oh, the husband cheated with a younger lady. Or, oh, the wife was having an affair with, you know, a younger man at the job or at the mechanic or whatever. But it's always, y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's that younger person. Why do you think that? Not because they got some bomb ass moves. Because no, I'm pretty sure your husband at 40 or 50 still got some moves that you and the person, you know, you guys are good. So it's not just about the sexualness. It's about what that younger person also is doing. They're probably doing what Jennifer Younger was doing. They're probably doing what you guys younger was doing. So it's not about, oh, they went for the younger person. Yes, the looks is younger, of course. Yes, the bodies might be younger and all that working out and all that fit stuff and blah, blah, blah. But it's also what they're doing that maybe you did 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. So it's just to put that into perspective. Super excited. I got some great reviews. I got some great comments tonight. Go to our page. Send some emails. Send some success stories. Get on there. We got the YouTube that we're working on, you know, uploading more content. You know, we have our different programs. We have our marriage 6-week program coming up. You know, we also have our investors program. We have so much going on, guys. Direct.me/Barker Worldwide. Super, super incredible. Go check it out. You know, share it with your friends. You know, you have some other married friends. Happy, mad, glad, excited, going through it, whatever. Share it. Put them on. Even if it's someone, you know, maybe divorcing, put them on. You never know. Something like this can maybe, oh, shoot, we didn't try that, or we need to work on this, or we was never doing that. Let's see what we could do. Maybe we can save this marriage, you know. That's the goal for me and Brandon, is to uplift marriages, to keep marriages together, to grow marriages. And then, of course, I'm learning too. My cousin said everyday massages, every weekend the dates. I love it. And they have kids. They have grown kids. Well, not grown, but they grown, college and high school. You know, so they managed through 17 years to continue that love, that relationship, that communication. And they both work. They both been with, you know, good jobs. They have good jobs. They're in the work field, but they're somehow working it out. And I'm pretty sure if it wasn't every weekend before, because maybe work or whatever, they figured out a way to put themselves first, to put the relationship first, the spouse first, you know, each other, then the kids and all that stuff, right? Any other comments, cuz, that you might have? You know, I love hearing from you, the knowledge and the wisdom. Because listen, it's not just me sharing. If you're out there and you're 30 years happily go lucky, blessed to be one with your spouse, and you're doing something that I haven't mentioned, throw it up there. Put the comments up. Teach us. Talk to us. You know, I'm open to that. I'm open to everything, because at the same time, this is forever, and I want it to continue. And if I can learn, you know, something from someone that's been 20 years, 17 years, 30 years, why not? I'm not going to be like, oh, too bad, I don't want to hear that. No, talk to me, right? So listen, guys, I appreciate y'all. That's pretty much it. You know, it's already been about 50 minutes, 45, almost to that hour mark. Y'all know I told you I was going to push through the hour and see how it goes. And it's actually pretty amazing. I've had, several people hop on. I got a couple of my queens listening on, a couple of my cousins, family, a couple of my spicy evangelists too. That's what she calls me on. I got some of my husband's friends on. So it's super incredible. So, women, wives, let's keep it going. If you guys have any ideas for any topics for next Thursday, throw them out, put them in the comments, or send us a message. It's on our page. How you could contact us directly. Let us know. Is there a fun topic, a serious topic, and a financial topic? Finance is a big conversation with marriages. We're here for that. If there's what else? Kids topics. Maybe maybe the marriage is struggling because of kids. Maybe the marriage is struggling because a child is jealous because my youngest son swear he's my boyfriend. And I'll be like, no, daddy's first. He gets so mad. But listen, let us know, shout us out, share the page, share this live, bring more people on. Let's keep talking. Monday night, my husband's going to be on for Men Monday. I don't know what he's talking about yet. Do you know, babe? He hasn't got the word yet from the Lord Almighty. He'll get the calling later on. So he hasn't got the information yet. We're going to be back on Wednesday as a couple. We're going to be bringing that subject up. And maybe throughout the weekend, just quick little 5-10 minutes with the kids and, just stuff like that. Because this is the year of it's family, it's marriage, it's boldness, being together, being united, being one. So thank you guys. Go to our page, direct.me/Barker Worldwide. Y'all have a blessed night. I appreciate my ladies hopping on, my girlfriends. Hopefully more of y'all come on. Get your girlfriends. Shoot, let's do a girlfriend's outing. And let's meet up on here. Let's invite the girlfriends to the house. Everybody do it, we do it live. We all chime in. Maybe we can set up a ladies' night in person sometime in the near future. Why not? The world is ours. We're the queens. We run the world. You already know. And we could do what we want, right? So thank you for getting on. I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. See you in the beaches of the world because you know where we go. Love y'all. Thank you, and share. Have a good one. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all. Y'all were a blessing. Thank you.